Hello, I'm Dr. Richard Coleman, and if you're over 60, it's highly probable you've felt this feeling, that nightly awakening, the urgency, the sheer frustration of a bladder that never seems to fully empty. Perhaps it's a persistent ache in your lower abdomen that you just attribute to age, or an energy level that simply isn't what it used to be. You wonder if it's just part of getting older, something you simply have to accept. Let me tell you something. This is not your fault. The truth is, most men were never told this truth. We live in a culture that teaches us to be strong, to push through pain, to ignore our body's subtle signals. And unfortunately, this mindset leads us to make a silent yet deeply damaging mistake with our prostate health. I've seen this mistake repeat itself in thousands of patients throughout my 3 decades as a urologist, and I can tell you that 99% of men over 60 are making it, often without realizing the profound consequences. What is this mistake? It's not something grand or mysterious. It's the daily, continuous neglect of basic habits that directly influence the inflammation and cellular health of your prostate. It's not one single thing, but the accumulation of small oversights that, over decades, create an environment ripe for problems. Think about it. Are you adequately hydrating with pure water throughout the day, or do you rely on coffee, sodas, and other beverages that can irritate your urinary system? Do you engage in any light, regular physical activity, or do you spend most of your day sitting, limiting blood flow to the pelvic region? Do you skip annual checkups like the PSA test and digital rectal exam, out of fear or discomfort, missing the chance to identify issues early? And your diet? Are you truly nourishing your body with foods that fight inflammation, or do you frequently indulge in processed foods and sugars that fuel it? These aren't just details. These are the pillars of a silent mistake that allows chronic inflammation to take root and worsen in your prostate, almost like a slow-burning fire that you don't even notice until it's raging out of control. It's silently harmful because the prostate itself doesn't have nerve endings that warn us of inflammation. It only screams for attention when the problem is already advanced, affecting the bladder, the urethra, or causing more severe symptoms. To understand why these small habits are so crucial, let's talk a bit about what's really happening inside, in plain language. The prostate is a walnut-sized gland located just below your bladder, surrounding the urethra. Its primary function is to produce seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. Over time, starting in your 40s and especially after 60, it tends to grow, a process called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This is common, but it's not inevitable that it will cause severe problems. The big culprit here is chronic low-grade inflammation. Think of inflammation as your body's response to something it perceives as a threat. When that threat is persistent, whether from toxins, poor diet, a sedentary lifestyle, or constant stress, the inflammation doesn't switch off. It stays on, damaging surrounding cells and tissues. In the prostate, this chronic inflammation can promote excessive cell growth. Prostate cells receive signals to grow more than necessary, contributing to the gland's enlargement and the compression of the urethra. Affect blood circulation. Poor blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients reaching prostate cells, and fewer waste products being removed. This exacerbates inflammation and impairs overall tissue health. Unbalanced hormones. There's a complex interplay between inflammation and male hormones like testosterone. The body attempts to convert testosterone into DHT, dihydrotestosterone, for normal processes, but in excess, DHT can stimulate prostatic growth. Inflammation can dysregulate these pathways, accelerate cellular aging. Oxidative stress, a byproduct of chronic inflammation, damages cell DNA, accelerating aging and making cells more susceptible to dysfunction. Sources like Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic have published extensively on the link between chronic inflammation and prostate health. Research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, also points to how lifestyle factors directly impact these biochemical processes. It's not magic, it's basic physiology that we can influence. Now let's be frank about how all of this manifests in your daily life. We're not just talking about a gland in your body. We're talking about the real, tangible impact on your quality of life, your dignity, and your emotional well-being. The most obvious symptoms of an inflamed or enlarged prostate are urinary, frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night. This fragments your sleep, leaving you exhausted, irritable, and without energy to face the day. Lack of restorative sleep affects everything, from mood to cognitive ability. Weak stream, difficulty starting urination, or feeling of incomplete emptying. This causes embarrassment, anxiety, and the feeling that you no longer have control over your own body. Urgency or pain during urination. The fear of not making it to the bathroom in time can limit your social activities, travel, and even a simple outing. But the impact goes far beyond the bladder. These issues create a vicious cycle of consequences: loss of energy and vitality. With sleep compromised and your body fighting inflammation, your overall energy plummets. Things you once enjoyed, hobbies, exercise, family time, become a burden. Impact on self-esteem and intimate life. Many men report a decrease in libido and concerns about sexual function, which, while not always directly linked to the prostate, are exacerbated by low energy, stress, and shame. This can lead to emotional distance from your partner. Social isolation. The anxiety of constantly needing to use the bathroom or the fear of accidents can lead many men to isolate themselves. They avoid social events, dinners out, travel. The shame of not being what I used to be is a heavy burden. Difficulty concentrating and mood changes. Chronic fatigue and the stress of the situation can lead to irritability, anxiety, and even symptoms of depression. You might feel like you're losing your independence, your vitality, your very identity. I see this every day. Men who come into my office not just with physical symptoms, but with the weight of years of silent frustration, shame, and the feeling that it's over. But I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be this way. There is hope, and there are practical steps you can take. The good news is that you have enormous power to reverse or at least mitigate many of these issues. Small, consistent changes in your daily habits can make a monumental difference. This isn't about miraculous cure promises, but about supporting your body to do what it was designed to do: heal and thrive. Here are some practical, accessible changes you can start implementing today. Adequate hydration. Drink pure, fresh water throughout the day. The ideal is about 2 to 3 liters, distributed evenly. Avoid drinking large volumes at once, especially before bed. Proper hydration helps keep your kidneys and bladder functioning well, dilutes urine, and prevents irritation. Reduce consumption of caffeine and alcohol, which are diuretics and bladder irritants. Movement is life. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Daily 30-minute walks, light stretching exercises, yoga, or swimming. Exercise improves blood circulation in the pelvic region, reduces inflammation, and helps manage weight, which is a risk factor for prostate problems. Anti-inflammatory diet. Think of foods that nature gave you. Colorful fruits and vegetables, rich in antioxidants. Tomatoes, cooked, are better for lycopene. Broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, and berries are excellent. Healthy fats, avocado, extra virgin olive oil, nuts, and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds rich in zinc, provide essential fatty acids. Omega-3 rich fish, salmon, sardines, tuna. Reduce processed foods, refined sugars, excessive red meat, and dairy, which can promote inflammation. Stress management. Chronic stress releases hormones that can negatively affect the prostate and immune system. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, hobbies, or simply spend time in nature. Don't skip preventive checkups. It is crucial to have regular checkups with your doctor, including the PSA test and, when recommended, the digital rectal exam. These tools are critical for detecting problems early, when they are most manageable. Don't fear, be informed. Regarding natural nutrients that many ask me about, there's growing evidence on the role of certain nutrients as support for prostate health. Zinc, found in pumpkin seeds and lean meat, is vital for immune function and cellular health. Lycopene, abundant in cooked tomatoes, is a powerful antioxidant. Vitamin D plays a role in controlling cell growth, and plant extracts like saw palmetto, Serenoa repens, are studied for their potential ability to support prostate health. Though results may vary, it's important to stress, these nutrients are support, not a cure. And always discuss any changes to your diet, exercise routine, or the use of supplements with your doctor. They can guide what is best for your specific condition. My advice is to first focus on a diet rich in these nutrients through whole foods. Knowledge is your greatest ally. Understanding that your prostate well-being is intimately linked to your daily habits is the first and most powerful step. Don't accept the idea that discomfort is an inevitable part of aging. You have the power to make choices that protect your health, your energy, and your independence. To help you put this information into practice in an organized way, I've compiled a simple educational checklist that summarizes the key daily habits for prostate health. You'll find the link to this checklist, which can serve as a useful reminder and a starting point Right below this video in the description, there's also a detailed reference guide with more information on what we discussed. You can review it and even take notes to share and discuss with your own doctor at your next appointment. It expands on the role of each nutrient and the importance of preventive exams, all backed by credible sources. Do not underestimate the power of small, consistent steps. Your health is your foundation. Take this knowledge, act on it, and keep your independence, your vitality, and your quality of life for years to come. I care about your health. Take good care.